Hello, this is Jasmin Hajro from Zelhem, the Netherlands. Thank you very much for visiting my author page. I thought about making a short video to introduce myself. So, like I said, my name is Jasmin Hajro. I am 37 years old. I live in this little village, Zelhem, in the Netherlands. And we are in my, working room. How do you call it? My little office, right? So I am born in Bosnia and Herzegovina. That is in the neighborhood of Italy, right? So down there. And well, when I was maybe 8 years old or so, the war started in Bosnia, and then we would move a couple of times in the country, and eventually we were able to flee the country to the Netherlands. And I came together with my mother and my sister, and my father stayed there to fight in the war as a soldier. And here in the Netherlands, we were living like temporarily in these asylum centers where the refugees go. And then after that, we have gotten a house and a Dutch identity. And I've lived for a very long time with my mother in the city of Doetinchem. She still lives there. I've obviously learned the Dutch language in school, and then in my puberty, I was really difficult, and I made a lot of mistakes, and I also write about that in my books, the victory books. There I tell my whole life story from beginning up until now. So, and after school and the difficult puberty years, I've done various jobs. Mostly it was through these agencies that find work for you. Then I started working as a dishwasher at this company, the Landau Green Parks, and I worked my way up, and eventually I became a cook. And then in 2011 I got a bit of mental problems, and then I couldn't focus, couldn't concentrate, couldn't handle the pressure of when a lot of people want to eat at the same time and you have to prepare a lot of dishes as fast as you can. So I eventually got fired, and after that I've had some very tough years. I would try to find work, and then if I find something, then I couldn't do it for a long time, just a couple of weeks. I started my first company to invest money for people in mutual funds and so on. But I was not skilled in sales or marketing, so I only had a few customers and I was not getting any new customers. There was no funding, no sales, so I failed with it and I had to close it down. And in 2015, my sister and her boyfriend came to visit us, and they were both in sales, and I told that I had visited a lot of companies with my resume, but none of them had work. And they thought, well, maybe you can do sales because in sales you also have to visit a lot of people. And then I started, they gave me like sales training, and they learned me how to sell, and they gave me greeting cards to sell, and I went out and I would sell greeting cards for this charity that they started. And after a while, they would like separate, and then I went on. Well, there was some issues with it because if you want to sell on behalf of a charity, you have to get a permit from the government, and it was not practical for me, so I decided to start another company and keep selling my greeting cards on behalf of that. So that was in January 2016, and my company is called Hajro, like my last name. And I sell greeting cards door to door. And now this is like the last day of November in 2022. I'm still selling greeting cards. Now because Christmas is coming, I'm selling Christmas cards. When I can maybe show you a few of them. In the beginning, we would like order the greeting cards from Belgium, right? From this guy who is a supplier to businesses, and he also sells to consumers. now I have ordered like Christmas cards from him, and then I get them like this. They're all like different kinds. But after a while, I would, because of some dissatisfaction, I was like struggling a lot with the money and so on, and sometimes I couldn't order the amount of greeting cards that they would require and so on. So I thought maybe it is best if I would design my own greeting cards. It would be a bit cheaper for me. So I have designed a few. This this one is for the holidays and New Year. It is in Dutch, and on the back you see my logo and a link of my company's website, and below that also the link to a author website of mine. I have also designed this one. It says congratulations, enjoy your day, so you could use it like for birthdays or other occasions. On the back it's again my logo, the link to my company's website, and a link to my old author website, which was for free. So it is quite a long link. This is the best-selling greeting card that I have. I've sold thousands of this one. I have also. This is my newest one, and this is in English. Happy birthday! And on the back of it, it's again my logo and the links to my company's website, the Dutch one, and to my new author website, jasminhajro.com. And this greeting card is also selling well. It is really beautiful. I have here, well, when we were painting, I made a heart on the wall because you should love your work, right? So that's that. Here we have the old, how do you call it? Old pamphlet or brochure. I don't know exactly how you say it in English. The flyer. This advertising a few of my books, and this is a bit about the business. And then I have made a new one. And here we have the mugs. Hajro, enjoy life. I would fill them up with candy and wrap them up like a present, and then I would go door to door and sell them. Okay, that's maybe a lot about my business. it used to be like a sole proprietorship, right? And then some months ago I went to the notary, and then we created this entity, which is something similar to an LLC. So now it is called Hajro International B.V. And that is something similar to an LLC, so it has its own stocks. And it's called international because my books are being sold worldwide. So when I was working at this dishwashing and cooking job, I was talking to this lady, and she was like a waitress there, but in her free time she had like a side business, and that was to coach people. And we were talking something like what to do on these days when you don't feel good, and you're not sure why that is, but you don't feel like doing anything and you just want to lay in bed. And then she said you should get an empty book, and like every day you should write a few things in it about the things that you did right. All the whatever. You went to work, you did your work, you write it down. You did the dishes, you write it down. You mowed the lawn, you write it down. And then after a while you would have like this book of all the good things and all the tasks that you have completed. Then when you have one of these days that you don't feel good, you can start reading your book and see that you are doing a lot and that you are accomplishing things, and that it can help to motivate you. So I've then gotten this book, the empty book, that was in 2010. And so I slowly started writing, and eventually it led to writing down life experiences. And so I kept on writing and writing, and as you can see, there are more than 10 journals who are all full. And then somewhere when maybe in 2016 or so, I would also listen to successful people and entrepreneurs and so on, and read their books and reports and material and so on. And then it was highly recommended that if you are in business that you should write a book. Then it is meant to position yourself as an expert in your profession, and you can share your experience, share your insights, and make it like an ebook or free report on your website that you can give away for free. and then it would like help to promote and market yourself and your business. And I was not like really sure what to write about. So I thought maybe the experience that I gained from my first business, uh, from investing, that's and the knowledge, because I also read books about finance and took this two home study courses on finance and on investing. I thought maybe it would be a shame if it went like forgotten and lost. I thought maybe some people could benefit from it, because we all need some saving and investing, right? Like every month. So I wrote my first book. That was in 2017, if I'm correct. And I would uh, have like a printing company, like print 100 copies of it, and then I would in my sales work, I would, when they buy a set of greeting cards, or they buy this gift mug, I would then give them the booklet for free. And after that, I came across these self-publishing companies, and then I would self-publish my booklets on many different websites. And after that, I wrote another book, which is more about business, and that I could like use to promote myself and give it away for free. And then I would, I was trying to build this online store, and I would create all kinds of offers, and one of them would be this one page of things that you can do that would make you more happy, right? And eventually uh, I failed with the internet store, but I did make a third book out of this one page about what you can do to be more happy. And then I would read like this like a report from one of these self-publishing companies that successful authors write like 10 books or more, and others who are not successful don't write that much. So that means that if you want to have more success with your books, you should write more books, which is like logical, because by practice you get better. And then I would think about what kind of knowledge, what kind of experience do I have that would be helpful to people, and that I could write in a new book. And so from then on, I just kept on selling my greeting cards and writing and self-publishing more books. By now, there is quite a bunch, and I've translated a lot of them into English, but not all of them. And at one point, I also just started writing in English from the start because it would save me the effort and the time of translating it into English. According to this, like one successful author, we write a lot of rubbish. uh, it's a bit hard to say for me that I've written a lot of rubbish, but it's probably true because it's necessary, right? You need to practice to get better, and you will make mistakes, and then as you get better, you will maybe probably make less mistakes. So uh, please don't kill me in your reviews, right? But do tell the truth. If you don't like the book, well, that's possible. Tell why that is, so maybe I can improve it. Who knows? So that, yeah, because of this, like, mental disability, I've gotten medicine for it, and that helps a lot. And I have gotten this income from the government, which is to survive, to pay the living expenses. And then the profits from my business are deducted from that. So that's how I was able to move out of my mother's house. That was last year. And now I am, of course, I am working towards getting better at selling my greeting cards to sell more. I am trying to establish this habit of writing every day at least a page. It is going quite well for the past 2 weeks. So if I keep it up, that will be like certainly 3 or 4 new books a year that I can self-publish. They will be like maybe 60 pages. 60 pages. Do you still then call it a book or a booklet? But let's say that would be about 4 new titles a year if I keep this up. And I am, of course, I am gonna to keep this up, because I also want to help other people, and I also want to become more successful. And not I'm like giving away a lot of my books for free, but you cannot do that on every self-publishing website or author page. But what you can do is you can go to jasminhajro.com, and there you will find the links to where my books are all, like, or most of them are for free, and then you can get to know my work. And obviously, I hope that my books will help you. Despite the rubbish which was necessary to practice, there are of course also some good books among them that can really help you. So I hope that you have gotten to know me a little bit better, and you can well you can find like more videos of me on YouTube. On my website you can find a bit more about my story, and also where to get my books for free. And I've also lowered the prices, so the few ebooks, maybe 5 or 10 that I do charge for, are like 99 cents, so they are very affordable for everybody. I hope you have gotten to know me a bit better, and that you are interested in my books. I hope that they will help you, and thank you for watching. And I hope that I one day hear from you. You can find my email address in some of my books. I'm not putting it online anymore because I would get a lot of that spam, so, but you can find it in my books. Okay, thank you, and I see you next time. Bye bye.